Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Back here with another weekly trade recap video. I'm gonna go over all the trades I've taken in this week, and let's see what is still running. And let's take in. So this first trade, CAD yen here. So I'm in CAD yen. Talk about this, weekly recap videos since last week. Like in the higher time frame, we are potentially having a double top here reaction. We have this kind of ascending nature structure that pushing the price up. And if we're going down to the lower time frame, seeing this as a very clear ascending channel structure, we push it up, we push the daily double top, and then we have pretty much a very textbook head and shoulder. It doesn't get any more textbook than that to me. We break the top, we had a reverse impulse, and then potentially forming that continuation. And I talk about this as well, waiting for that right correction to build, and then wait for that confirmation breakout. So for me, I just do an entry order, pretty simple. I just set my entry below this correction once I see this kind of channel right shoulder forming, and then just put the stop loss above the previous high, and running pretty good. See price push down, and then around this time, I mentioned in my chat, I mentioned that I want to see just a little bit structure before we push down. So we did see that here, which is great, and I moved my stop loss to break even, and then we'll just see how the trade goes. And my target here is just the lows of this correction here, about 5 to 1 or so. Running about 1.5 right now for this one. Looking to see what will happen next week. Is it going to form more lower time frame correction? I do expect this to continue at least to the lows here, and then I'll see what will happen. Does the price have enough momentum to continue lower? So that's CAD yen. Still running this one, 1.5% or so. Second trade is Ripple, so XRPUSD. From a higher time frame perspective, we know that price has already pushed out of this overall structure. We talk about back in the day when this price was here. I remember that I got in this position as well. I just managed to hold through here. I didn't hold through all this, of course. Didn't expect that to happen, but I was managed to catch this. But that's a sign from the market. We broke out of this overall structure here on the higher time frame. We can see that very clearly. And then on the lower time frame, this big bullish impulse, we pushed the price up. We kind of have the reverse impulse, but there was no kind of continuation. Instead, we push the price up here. So this is somewhat of a bullish reversal impulse, and then this higher time frame channel that we're seeing on here on the 2 hour. And then price is correcting here in the channel. We see a latest kind of another descending channel pushing the price up, and we just broke the previous low. So double bottom here. We had this very corrective price action pushing the price all the way to the previous bottom. And then lower time frame, we did see this bullish impulse from the market, very strong. And then this is the first kind of bullish continuation correction. So I just went in with the entry order, very good generous stop loss because I'm aware of crypto's volatility. So I'm happy to take a trade like this. This is just kind of the first initial target to see what the price would do to the previous top, about 3 to 1. But ultimately, if we really zoom out here, really the sky's limit, I would say, because there's so much room to the upside. There's so much room to the upside that if we just zoom out here, we're just at the beginning of this potential reversal move from the market. If this is that correction we're going to see, we're potentially seeing more and more pushing up, and we can potentially at least reach the top of this, and that would be very good risk to where I'm willing to hold the trade for that. So let's take a look in this, in the upcoming week or so, see what happened. We did see Bitcoin also break key kind of area, right, where we know that we likely could see a bullish push from the crypto. So I'm happy to take these trade. Still in the trade, happy to let the trade run. Happy to take a loss here if that's going to happen, and then get back in if I see more bullish opportunities. So I'm happy to just let this one sit. Right now, it's running about almost break even. If we see crypto runs through the weekend as well, but we'll see what happens. So that's the second trade, Ripple. Let's go on to the third trade that I'm still running is Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi. Throughout the beginning of the week, if you guys follow me, I was in a second trade. It's a scale-in trade I managed to get in, but it's break-even already for me. Managed to get in over here. I talked about a potential completion of this structure at the time. I was looking pretty good for a potential continuation. So I liking the price action at the time. I liking that we form a kind of a consolidation here, a channel correction, so to speak. got a few swing top and a few swing low. So I like that. I'm happy to enter just a reversal entry order that I do, and then just a stop loss below this as well. And that's the time when my first trade is also moving up the stop loss as well. If I recall, it should be about 1 or 1.5% at the time. So I managed my risk correctly if I'm entering these scale-in trades. And then and as price continued to go, it continued to push up, and this is when I see price break the previous high already, and then I'm happy to set my stop for the second trade to break even, just as a how I manage my risk. I like this kind of risk management. So you can see that price quickly just retrace back down and then hit my stop loss for a break even, and then that's when I figured that we might be seeing a little bit more consolidated price or a little bit more uh, uh, deeper correction, so to speak, from the price. So I wasn't going to enter another second trade. Just want to see what will happen in the market. And then um, after that, price consolidated a little bit. And then, like I said, I moved my first trade stop loss to 2 to 1. And then I said, I'm happy to just let the price does its thing. And then happy to take it out if it start dropping, take out for 2%. Or I'm holding for the trade to at least to the top here for about 5.8 to 1. So right now it's running about 4 point something to 1. So pretty good. We'll just see what happens in next week. Do we have enough momentum to just continue upwards? And I'll see how aggressive price is going to reach this area. If it's very aggressive, I might look to hold the trade. I talk about this as well because I can see that this can be the first daily kind of bullish impulsive move that we could potentially get to all the way to the top. And I'm happy to hold the trade for that if we can see that happen. Okay, so on a higher time frame, impulsive move, and then larger kind of a channel, descending channel correction, potentially looking for the next impulsive move in the market. And I like where we are right now. I like how price, this is still clearly an impulsive move on the lower time frame. And I like how we break out completely and just kind of did this area to see if we have enough momentum to break out. And then larger correction here, I'll certainly looking to scale into another trade again if I see a larger correction here for a continuation. Right, so that is the third trade I'm in Aussie Kiwi running about 4.5. Let's go over the last two trades that I took for a loss for this week. First one is dollar peso. So dollar peso, let's take a look here. Originally, when I was looking at the price, it was looking clear to me. We had this larger kind of parallel descending channel, and then price went down from that, but we just formed a larger kind of a descending channel or falling wedge, so to speak. And then I like how we had a reason double bottom and then lower time frame push up. I like that kind of price action. And then going down to the lower time frame, and we had this kind of a clear lower time frame breakout. And then I was looking for a large enough kind of a lower time frame continuation, push up, correctional structure, strike up, and then went for entry order here. Just put the stop below the previous low, and then just let the trade run, and then pop to the upside, and then just quickly went down. I think this is during New York session, and then just quickly took me off for a loss. Looking back at it, I'm happy to take the trade. Okay, this is something that, as long as it's within your plan, you took it, and there's nothing looking back at it. It's more like, did you follow your plan? Did you follow how you entry? Happy with the entry. I like this kind of price action structure. This is very likely to be a reversal. We had this bullish kind of confirmation on the lower time frame, bullish confirmation continuation structure, looking to see what the price would do at the previous top, understanding the risk we were in there. So I'm happy to take the trade overall. So didn't work out this time, and that's fine. So that's dollar peso for a 1% loss. And last one I took was Kiwi CAD for a 1% loss as well. Went over this in the previous outlook, previous trade recap from where I got into this trade, exit for about 3.5 to 1 or so. And then I was saying that I want to look for a continuation from this structure and then potentially continue the move of the bearish move. And I want to see a little bit more development from the price. So we had that bearish confirmation down, and then we had a few swing highs and few swing lows, potentially completing this correction at the time. I like this kind of a mini ascending channel. We popped to the downside, and then lower time frame to me was forming a continuation correction. So I sent an entry order here, and then looking back at it, quickly just kind of got tagged in during rollover time, and then got tagged out for a 1% loss here. Looking back at it, when I look about it, when I do my journals, I do think there's an argument that I should have remove the entry order here during rollover. Obviously, during rollover, there's higher spread. Your trades or entry order is likely to get triggered because of the spread, but maybe price wasn't there or whatever. So looking back at it, maybe I should have just removed the entry order there and then kind of wait a little bit after kind of market calms down and then see if we get the same development. Because if I didn't enter that trade, price popped the upside. If I didn't see any rejection here, I might not consider this anymore. But that's how trading is, and this is good. Obviously, a good lesson or a good reference for me in the future as well to remember. Make sure to remove entry order during the rollover time, and that's just a mistake I made, and that's something to learn from, right? And obviously, every trade that you manage to lose or at break even, whatever, there's always something that you can learn from it, and this is certainly one for me. So that's it, guys. So those are the 5 trades that I have in this week, and then, like I said, 3 trades are still running: Aussie Kiwi, Cat Yen, and then I am also running on Ripple as well. All right. So any question, let me know, guys, and then I will chat with you guys next time in my weekly outlook. All right. Thank you very much.